those who are of psychic balance, using the word balance here, will be able to read the imagery on the surface of the planet and read direct messages and can teach it like an alphabet, like teach it like an encyclopedia.
Wow.
As in, when this means this. When you see this, another symbolic image he's showing me is like palmistry. Like there is information in the lines, in the spots, in the activity, and in location based on the region in which you can see as the sun turns. So literal location-based context. Think old crone witches like throwing the bones and like reading patterns in it. With this information, people will be able to get into alignment quickly. There's you see the image, and then you've got till the actual energy of the sun reaches the planet to align and then receive it. And you'll be insanely empowered in that way, and people will get addicted to this and practicing this. It will become addictive without limitation of beliefs or realities in which people believe a limitation occurs. This can literally be used to pull, say, winning lottery numbers.
Wow.
No restrictions.
That could be our cash.
It can be cash that way too, but the point is that it is non-restrictive on the results.
Right.
It is basically saying, if you get to this level of practice, you're ready for whatever you get. You're being fully authentic in this form of what most people will call magic, but will be literal details to follow. If I want to prepare to be trained in that, I will have to do some meditation with the sun in order to gather the details. I'm not the only one that's getting this. Many people who are dedicated to sun worship will get this. It is as literally as the ancient Egyptians did sun worship for becoming extremely effective in exactly when it was the right time to do things. And how to do them, even. This can also be used very effectively for attracting gold as a financial, energetic resource. There is no rules when you work with the sun, since no one can actually abolish the sun's intentions, as no one holds a level of consciousness above the sun on this planet. You work with Gaia, you also have the universal unlimited resources of the energy that Gaia operates on, and the sun has its own same purpose. If you work within its purpose and its opportunities, you can also be that way too. It is offering us gifts. It is offering us opportunities for extremely quickly moving insight and downloads. It is saying it is working directly with the Lyran energy at this time and promoting Lyran consciousness, also known as the Leo archetype. Sun is not hoping, but is saying this will be a beginning of things. The age of the past Well, the age of the present is being described as an energy of Leo, where in comparison to the energy of the past, it was known as the energy of the Beetle and the Scorpion. The shift will become more apparent. The Beetle has, and the Scorpion has, protective measures. It has a chitinous shell to protect its innards, and its innards are quite fluid and dynamic. But at the same time, the Leo is a much more aggressive chooser and forms its own directive, much like royalty may do so. Those who align with the sun will find themselves in their own form of royalty, or, as Julien has experienced in the past, the word emperorship. We know these words, as intense as they may be on the emotional spectrum, can be uncomfortable for some people. It is those who are ready, and in the approach of harnessing this, the trials will begin to see if you can hold this in balance without destroying your timelines altogether, from having possibilities expand versus extinguish through practicing attraction for sake of protecting and limitation. You may make all the mistakes you like. No one will hold you from the consequences of the lessons you've experienced. This is much like taking law of attraction as if it were the sun and putting a magnifying glass to focus and intensify like a laser beam an experience. It has made people powerful and has driven people mad. We here are not judged for being either, but knowing that we play with some of the most precious energy of creation at our fingertips when we find it suitable for our experience. We, as in those that live on the sun and Leonara, would like to explain that this can cause as much disarray as arrangement. It is up to you to discern the balance for arrangement. You will know that you can arrange as a skilled artisan if you're following your highest purpose. And so this energy is made available for you to realize how quickly you can be off your greater purpose when it does not appear to work in your favor. We see this as a boon for you to realize yourself very quickly. And yet a boon is what everyone has asked for in your space and is granted for those who in a world gone by would dare to work with this, but in this world and those that can hear this message are ready to fulfill themselves and their promise of awakening to their highest intentions. The final key is protect not, lead. Okay. I know that was sounding like channeling, but I don't know if it was because I actually caught all that. Like, I was not lost. I was able to follow that. And I feel like, oh, I don't know if you know what it feels. I don't know if you know. It feels like to talk with the son, but the son's very like dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's going. That's how it's going. Like just you know, not not necessarily cutesy at all. Actually, very
No, no.
very direct to the point. Um, and I feel like, a little bit scared actually, to be honest. A little bit like my dad just told me, I can have the car keys or something, you know?
I mean, the son made the point that it can be disarray or arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
and yet, um, yeah, we're asking for the power,
Mm-hmm.
and the son is showing the path to realizing it. But yes, that was made very clear that uh, we could go mad or we could go zooming,
Yeah.
and it's daunting
Yeah.
to think about, and it's daunting to
Yeah.
think about it
Yeah.
because um, my smartass joke about this could be our cash
Yeah.
is
It's like,
is
whoa. Let's
you
think
know
about that carefully now.
I know
Yeah.
because that's the point that
Mm-hmm.
yes, could somebody use that information and be sitting on top of a pile of gold
Mm-hmm.
and wanting to run the world and protect that,
Mm-hmm.
or can we take that information, use it, and sit on a pile of gold, but still lead,
Mm-hmm.
or not need the gold, or
Yeah.
however it plays out.